I don't have one right now. So, guys, we are introducing this new segment on All Grown Up called How To.
Ooh,
It's kind
I
of
like
like
that.
fact check.
Yeah,
When we did that fact check part, we are going to be doing a how to, and today's topic is how to save money or spend money.
I love that.
And I have a lot of experience with that,
Yes, you
whether
do.
it's spending a little bit of money or spending a lot of money. But I want to give you guys my advice and my personal experience because I've been through it all. I've bought crazy stuff, I bought little things, and I just want to show you guys how it affects me, how it has affected me, and how I am today. Because a lot of people ask about my businesses, how a lot of people think I'm like going broke. A lot of people think a lot of things about my finances, and I would love to openly talk about it because I love talking about business, and I'd love for you guys to hear what I have to say because a lot of people see me, and you've seen that I bought a lot of cars in the past. I used to buy a bunch of fancy clothes, and like I used to actually go through a phase where I would just spend a lot of money on unnecessary things.
I think that's the initial phase, though. It's like you start getting some money, and you're like, "Hey, I can finally splurge on myself." It's a good thing,
And I don't want
but you
people
don't
to
always should stay in that phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't want people to think that that's what determines my personality.
No,
You know what
no,
I mean?
no,
Like
never
I
that.
think there's some people that get a mix that like I show off my personality, like people know me as the Lambo guy, but that's not what I want.
Of
But
course,
it's just a part of me, It's like it's more just like a part like, oh, this YouTuber has a Lamborghini.
it's
But
accomplishments. I think
yeah,
it's like a
definitely.
trophy. It's like you buy a house. It's like you're not gonna not want to show your house.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
So I want to start at the very top and I want to talk about houses that I've bought
Yeah.
and certain properties that I've bought. So, with houses is a great investment. When you purchase a house, you don't the money doesn't go away. The money doesn't disappear. It's in the house. So,
Like
based off
in
of
one of the rooms.
huh?
It's like in one of the rooms.
Yeah, it's like hidden
It's
underground.
like a scavenger hunt kind of thing.
Exactly.
Cool.
When you purchase a house, it's an investment, as a lot of people may know, and the value of houses go up as the years go by. A lot of people say this, and I always stand by it, but property is like the best investment. I know a lot of people that do stocks and stuff, but I'm not into that.
And you don't do crypto either.
No, and I don't get that stuff, which is why I would never invest my time into stuff like that or
Yeah.
money, since we're talking about money. But
Yeah.
pretty much, I've purchased. So my first ever house was the 2-story house on the golf course. And that was my biggest accomplishment. I purchased that at age 19.
That's insane.
It was like a
Congrats again.
Thank you.
That's huge.
It was like a $2 million house. And once again, that money doesn't go away. Like right
That's
now,
so crazy.
that house is probably worth like 2.6 million. You know what I mean? So like in the course of 3 to 4 years, it's gone up by like 600K.
That's insane.
So if you do sell that house,
wow,
you will pocket 600K. So obviously excluding like fees and stuff, but a lot of people don't know this about me, and this is my favorite thing of all time is I invest in apartment rental properties. What I do, guys, I actually buy a bunch of apartment units. I think as of right now, I'm at 13, and my goal is to reach like 100 hopefully
Stupid.
soon. So pretty much I have a property manager and we rent out apartments to people, and we collect rent at the end of the month, and that's like a steady passive income.
Definitely.
And I'm always about property because obviously like with stocks it goes up and down.
Yeah.
And this is not to trash on anyone that does stocks because that's a lot of people make big money off
Different
that.
investments for every like person. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
like personal preference.
Yeah, it's personal preference, but to me I think I want to retire off of like properties. Like
That's smart.
the money that I make from YouTube, like yeah, sometimes I'll, buy a nice shirt, buy nice clothes, buy an expensive dinner.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, a lot of that money that I make goes into property and into my videos. I reinvest my money into my videos to make better content.
100%. No, that's good. I feel like most people that are like starting to make some money or like becoming old enough to like just begin making money like should be able to listen to this and take something from it, because this guy, like, I've seen behind the scenes on stuff that you buy, and like you never buy anything that's like dumb. I feel like you don't go and buy like a $30,000 watch randomly for no
Yeah.
reason, but I feel like you rather would invest that into something that's going to make you more money over time.
Exactly. So for those who don't know, a lot of people that watch my channel do know, but I've gone through 3 Lamborghinis. And this is not intended to flex whatsoever, but I've gone through 3 Lambos, and when I look back at it, it's really cool because I've made a lot of dope videos, you know, picking up Uber riders in my Lambo, rapping Lamborghinis. Like, it's super, super sick. I've made a lot of dope content with it, and I personally enjoyed it. But after looking back, I'm like, dang, 3 Lambos, I think it totals to be around like $800,000. And at the end of the day, like,
Jesus.
cars depreciate. There's some cars that don't depreciate, but obviously with Lambos and stuff, once you take it off the lot, the value goes down. But the only difference is that when I make videos with the Lambo, it's kind of like an investment because
It is.
the money that you get from that video could go back into the Lambo. But that was when I was like, dumb, guys. I'm very indecisive. So like, I'll get a Lambo and then I'll be like, oh, I wanted this one. And like, it sounds so stupid. And I actually cringe when I think about that because I'm so different now and I've matured to think like, okay, like, I don't need this. And like, yeah, it was fun to have when I was like, you know, on the come up, and like, I don't know, it's fun. But when I think about it now, I'm just like, dang, I really have been stupid with my money in the past. And
you've been smart
cars.
too. It's a balance.
Exactly. Because while I was buying those cars, I was also buying properties.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've gone through a lot of cars. I've gifted cars, which I don't
You gifted
think...
me a car.
Yeah, I mean...
That's crazy.
I've gifted you a car. I've gifted my mom a car. I've gifted Kaylin a car. I've gifted a lot of people cars, but that's not something that I look back at and say, no, like... Because it's a gift.
Yeah.
So that is something that I always just like... I'm like, okay, that's kind of an investment in a
Definitely.
relationship, you know?
100%.